People are never satisfied. They always want to improve their situation. And this is the reason people embark on projects. When I say that I'm not satisfied, I mean that I have a problem or that I see an opportunity. In both cases, I imagine that my life could be better. Let's say that in the evening I'm always exhausted because I spend 4 hours a day biking to work. My objective is to feel less tired, and there are many possible solutions that can help me realize the desired benefit. I could buy a car, or work from home, or find a job closer to home, or you get the point. Here is when the project enters the scene. In fact, the Project Management Institute says that the project is a temporary endeavor that aims to create a unique product, service or result. And in my case, the result is a more relaxed life. Now I know that to realize my dream, I have to manage a project, and the next thing I have to do is to choose one of the alternatives that I have considered so far. But how can I decide? Every project is built around the triple constraint: result, time and cost. These three elements have a huge influence on my choice. In fact, a comfortable Tesla Model S in which I could relax while it drives me to destination in autonomous mode could be my first choice, but in my budget there is no room for it because I prefer to invest the same money in a larger apartment. Or, even if I could afford it, I cannot wait more than a year to get one because I need a faster solution. Or maybe I believe that personal cars are not good for the planet, and in fact this is the main reason I bike to work. In a similar way, I could exclude telecommuting because I can't find a quiet corner in my small apartment, or because I can't be productive without a close contact with other human beings. So, it's not only a matter of what, when and how much, because sitting in the background there is also a big why that directs our choices. Finally, I opt for finding a new job near home and I start planning my relaxing life project. And here comes another kind of choice. In fact, the person who is looking for change can decide to manage the project by themselves, but often, especially in organizations, they don't have the competencies or the time to perform it. And that's the reason the same organizations invented the project manager role, a professional who is willing to manage the project on behalf of its owner, the sponsor. This is a key point often overlooked by new project managers. What they are managing is not their project, but the sponsor's project. Understanding this concept is of fundamental importance because it means that, as a project manager, you need to put a lot of effort in understanding the goal and expectations of the sponsor. It's only when you think like the project sponsor that you can make the best project choices in the interest of the person that gave you the authority to manage their project. On the other hand, from a sponsor perspective, I don't give a shit about how you are going to manage my project. It doesn't matter if you use an agile or a waterfall approach, if you plan activities starting with a WBS or with a Kanban board. And I don't bother if you prefer to be called project manager or product owner. I just want somebody that can answer the question, how is my project doing? If you look around you, you can see all kinds of organizations, from small artisan shop to huge corporations, busy delivering, or more precisely, busy trying to deliver projects. These projects need somebody who can professionally steer them into the right direction. The world wants project managers.